I've always been a fan of Mark Normand. I think he's one of the few Rogan comedians who still understands the idea of a comedy podcast. His work on Protect Our Parks in trolling Rogan is pretty much unmatched at this point. The sad thing is, though, now that he's made it big through multiple JRE appearances, he's starting to sound just like the rest of them.
We get so busy. You got kids, you got the career, you got a TV show.
The way now that you put it out is now you gave podcast cringe a way for you to be the subject.
You're all over the place. So now to hang out with your friends, you almost have to monetize it.
I know.
You have to make it like a podcast.
But do you have to? Oh, well, up to you, buddy.
Just to get some hang time.
That's 100%. Like if I'm home and someone's like, "Hey, let's just hang out," I'm like, "I can't hang out, dude.
I can't hang out.
Yeah, I just got home."
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. My wife's like, "You never come home," and I'm like, "We should do a pod."
Yeah,
that's what you did.
That's what I did. That's
right.
Smart.
So you get to see your wife.
Actually, no joke. That is sometimes the most time we'll spend together in a week. And you leave and you're like, "We got 20 things to do."
It's sad but true.
Yeah.
But at least you can monetize it. So now you're getting paid to hang out with your wife, which, that's how it should be.
That's how it should be.
God damn it.
God damn, lady. Did you see...
Is it me or, look at this face? Is it me or, maybe Mark Normand is having sort of the withdrawals of getting married and now having a wife, being different, when he was, in comparison to when he was single. And now, he's like, damn, bro, I thought this woman was gonna be my best friend. I don't know.
That's some of the saddest shit I've ever heard come out of Mark's mouth. Imagine not being able to hang out with your buddies unless you're making money. How much fucking money do these guys need? They act as if every minute of their lives has to be accounted for, like they're billing their wives in 6-minute increments like a lawyer. I remember when Whitney Cummings brought this up on Flagrant a couple of years ago and got completely shut down by Andy and the Toy Story boys.
We're in a very high-risk profession, and it used to be, I think, the way that we stayed sane was having offline conversations in the, in the green room, in the hallway, and now it's save it for the pod,
She lost the plot. When you start thinking that way of your life, hey, let's not just broadcast this. Hey, can we just do that and just, have a friendly conversation with no cameras around and be ourselves? Right?
Monetizing all of our conversations for public consumption, which is great. It's healing a lot of people. People love it. Can I finish before you roll your eyes?
Right,
can I finish before you roll your eyes?
That makes so much sense. Think about all the times you've heard Bert tell Tom or Andrew Schultz tell Joe Rogan something on a podcast and they had absolutely no idea about it. I always think to myself, how the fuck don't you know that about one of your best friends? And it's usually something fairly important. It's like they rock up to the studio and literally press record as soon as they get there. I mean, Joe Rogan still hasn't even seen Andrew Schultz's latest comedy special.
They always say this for the pod. Don't tell me nothing.
My favorite form of entertainment by far is stand-up comedy. Straight up, I'm a fanboy of comedians. Andrew Schultz, did you watch his?
I haven't seen it yet.
You haven't seen it?
No.
So how do you take infertility, right, and it's not really a very funny subject and make it incredible?
Bro brought his knee pads to JRE and left with Rogan's PIN number, but it just goes to show how fake the world of comedy podcasting is. They all claim to be super tight and hang out all the time, but the reality is they have to justify everything in financial terms. Do you think all of the assassins who hang out in the mothership green room at Rogan's club would be there if they weren't getting paid? These are the guys who supposedly turned their backs on Hollywood to do their own thing, only to recreate Hollywood's toxic ecosystem in Austin, where everything's a transaction.